Hello, everyone. Welcome into another daily spotlight show. Hope you guys have had a great week, great start to the week, great end to the week, whatever day of the week it is. I am here. My name is Sarah. I'm the content creator behind this Amazon storefront page. I have been on Amazon for a good solid, I would say about 5 years now. It's been quite a bit. I am happy to be here with you guys today. I am also going to be sharing what my storefront looks like. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that follow button. It will help me grow in this realm. Even though I've been on Amazon doing live streams for, like I said, about 5 years, it's taken me a while to see any kind of growth. And I think that's just because I think right around the time that Amazon went like full bore with their live streams, so did TikTok, so did Instagram, so did all the social platforms. So I think people were just trying to figure out which one they wanted to stick with the most. I think people mostly sat with TikTok for a really long time. And I think because TikTok is now up and going again, people really tend to like go there because they're on that app either way. But if you're coming over from one of those platforms, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whichever one that you're coming over from, welcome in. Make sure you put your at in the comment section. It's not a follow party per se, but I will say that if you put your handle in there, I will look back and I will definitely follow you. If you're another creator on Amazon, make sure that you say hi as well. And we'll try to get you some of those follows. This is my Amazon storefront. I have everything that you need. If you are watching this on a rewatch, or if you are currently watching and you want to skip ahead, I have all my recent finds, daily spotlights, and my March finds, which is this finds, and of course all of my video content and photo content on here as well. So if you ever needed to look back, you could definitely hit up my Amazon storefront. And you can kind of just take a look there if you wanted to. There's some things that I have like on my cart list, like I want to buy, but I'm still like saving up a little bit for. So sometimes I'll put those in like my monthly finds, like March finds. I'll put those in there. Like this Canon camera, I want so bad, but I don't know. It's a little pricey for me, so I'm gonna like let it go for just a little bit. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I like want to buy it? Do I want to like, do that? But I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Let me know if you have any questions. For some reason, my chat on my app is disabled. I don't know why, but I have my sister on the back end and she is trying to figure out what's going on. She could see it on the Amazon website on the desktop, but for some reason my chat is not showing up. So if I don't respond to you right away, it's just because of that. It's not because I'm ignoring you or anything like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I think I have like a pretty good mixture in this daily spotlight. I've got electronics, especially some things that I've been using as of lately. I've got some home textiles in here. I do believe I'm kind of like scrolling through. I have a couple of kitchen, some self-care stuff as always. Some phone accessories, which y'all really do love those. And I do have some clothing items from RS Love that I'll share at the very end there. But I think that's pretty much all I have. Again, if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the chat. And yeah, let's get started, I guess. Okay, the first thing that I have for you guys is the Govee e-ink. This is the Bluetooth thermometer. Now it is an indoor thermometer, so keep that in mind. This one I really like. My daughter. This one I really like to use. Okay, like hear me out. So you guys know, like any kind of like old school, like grandma, grandpa, or even maybe, or I would say boomers. I wouldn't say old school, but like boomers. They used to have those little mercury thermometers that like sat right at the door, like right by the door as you open, whether it's the back door or the front door. That's what this reminds me of, but like in a more like upgraded version. So this is by Govee, and what it does is it gives you the temp, and then it also gives you the humidity. Now I don't remember those mercury thermometers giving you the humidity, but this one sure does. And like I said, you can use this as like sit it right next to your door. For example, I typically have this right by our lamp, by our front door. We have a doggy door, so we tend to keep our front door open. We do leave, we live really far outside city limits, so if you guys are worried about that, that's okay. But yeah, we live pretty rurally, so I will say we kind of leave our front door open, and we have like a screen door, and then we have additional like gates and stuff like that. But anyway, we use this by our front door, and I usually leave it by the lamp. And what I like about it, I'm holding it so the temp is going up and the humidity is going up. But if I were to leave it alone, it would actually show more accurately. It does have the Celsius setting as well if you wanted to go that route. But you could use this for anything. You could use this for a baby's room. You could use this for like an indoor greenhouse. You could use this for like what I'm using it for. There's so many reasons and rhyme and reasons why you could use something like this. This one is under the $20 mark. You can also connect it to the Govee app. Now, of course, I just dropped it. Now, this one, I'm going to show you the Govee app because I've got so much stuff hooked up to this app. It's absolutely bonkers. Look how much stuff I have. Okay, the lighting is never my friend when I get on this thing. So you can see I have a ton of stuff hooked up to here. I do use a lot of Govee stuff, I will say that, but this one is the one that I tend to kind of like mess with the most. You do have to have, I believe, the Bluetooth enabled on your phone to do that. And then if you wanted to gauge it, like say for example, you're out of town and you're trying to like connect to this and it's on your app and you need to refresh, or somebody's like, taking care of your home, they can refresh and be like, okay, the tip is good, because we have animals, obviously. So it's definitely one of those things that you can kind of look at back and forth. Obviously, this is better for indoor use. You can use it outdoors, but I would definitely use it like in a covered setting, like for example, a greenhouse. I just personally prefer using it by our front door. It just makes the most sense, especially with it being like right at the cusp of like cold season versus warm season. Then I kind of know, especially if I'm not here right in the beginning of like as the day is getting started, work and all that, but yeah, this is a good one under the $20 mark. If you're looking for something like this, a pretty good find. And obviously going into like gardening season, this could be something that you can add into maybe like a greenhouse setting. Okay, the next Govee Life product, I actually have a B-roll video for you guys. I absolutely love this one. I will say that I am fairly used to using humidifiers that are a tad bit smaller than this. And this one is it sits on the floor for one. Most of the ones I have sit on, you have to like sit them up because they're so small. This one sits on the floor. It holds up to 4 liters of water, which is amazing because I don't have to refill as often. And the amount of mist that this thing gives out is absolutely insane. I actually have to leave it on like a level like 1, and I do gauge it with the app because it's compatible with the app as well. And I have to leave it like at a 1 because if not, I've noticed that it just gives off so much mist. And when you look at it in the video, you'll be like, oh, that makes like so much sense because it truly does. Let me play the video. I'll be quiet. I'll stop jabbing, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more.
One thing in my home that you'll always find is a humidifier. We use the heck out of ours. This one is by Govee, and they are such a good brand to work with, especially when it comes to household items. 'Tis the season for cold and flu, so we are prepping our home with Govee. I love this humidifier because of how much it actually holds. The capacity makes it easy for less refills more often. It's even compatible with essential oils, which I love to use, especially if we're all feeling stopped up. You can check out their entire line on Amazon.
So as you can see at the very end there of the video, it does let off a lot of mist. Now, I think I only had that setting at like a 3 or a 4, and that's how much mist it was putting out. So I usually leave it at a 1. It is compatible with essential oils. I tend to like kick it up a notch and put like peppermint, eucalyptus, all the things that help you breathe, kind of like a Vicks, you know what I mean? Kind of like the way that Vicks smells. That's really what I want, especially if we're feeling stopped up. And we feel like we can't breathe, whether it's through our nose and we're constantly breathing through our mouth. It is flu season right now. Flu, there's like measles, there's like all kinds of crazy things going on right now. So if you're feeling ill or something like that, you can definitely catch yourself. You could catch me using it more often than not currently. I know right now too, it's fairly dry. We had like this really crazy like dust storm yesterday or the day before yesterday. It was insane. And all that dry, nasty, like icky air. Sometimes you just want to put something like this on and just kind of like, not just with an air purifier, but something with a humidifier, just to give you just a little bit more dampness in your air, so your throat isn't dry, your nasal patches are clear, they're moisturized. So this sounds so gross, but like, you know what I mean. This one, I do believe Gobi is pretty good about having clickable coupons, so definitely check out the product page and just see if this is a good option for you. Like I said, most of the time you're going to be utilizing most of your options through the app. It'll let you gauge how much mist is coming out. It'll help you gauge like timers if you want it set from this date to this date. There's also a remote control. And one awesome thing that they also give you is they actually give you this. Remember, I had mentioned that this measures the humidity. This also does that as well. It is like a mobile unit you could tie to your humidifier, and it gauges the humidity in the room as well, so you can kind of gauge it that way as well. This is really neat because you could put this like in a baby room, for example. You obviously don't want to promote any kind of like mold growth, so you definitely want to keep your humidity at a lower level. I would say like under 50. That's what I typically go for. If it's in a greenhouse, then obviously you're going to want something a little bit more humid if you're using this in that type of setting. But again, just check it out and see if this is something that you could add to your home. Gobi's been pretty good. I will say when I first started sharing Gobi products, they just had those like string lights and the lights that kind of like auto sense the sound, and it would like change colors whenever you would like the show would like make a big bang or something like that, if you were watching like Marvel or something like that. And then they had like outdoor lights that I had shared at one point, and now they're kind of moving into more like home finds and stuff like that, which I think is rather cool. And they've kind of expanded from the last 5 years of me being on Amazon, which is neat. So it's kind of neat seeing them grow a little bit. Okay, the next item I have is also a Gobi item. This is the water leak detection system. This one I have set up. I have a video being edited currently, so I will show you guys what this is just for now. But moving forward, I might actually show you guys the video of me setting these up. So essentially it has, just like the, I shared some other Gobi things that were kind of similar to this, but they're outdoor options. And I had set them up in like the chicken coop that I have, my butcher house that I have, and then also my like outdoor garden area. Same device, you plug this into a centralized area. I actually have, or what I do is I typically plug this into our like back hallway because I actually have two of these sensors in our bathroom, which we actually had a slab leak not too long ago. I have one in our camper underneath the kitchen sink. I'm sorry, underneath the bathroom sink in there. I also have, so I have 4. So 2 in my bathroom sink inside, 1 in my bathroom sink in my camper, and then I actually have 1 in my butcher shop area because we've had multiple slab leaks in there as well. So I have 4 sensors. You can get up to 6 sensors if you wanted to. If you live on a homestead like I do, and you may be able to utilize more sensors, like if you want to put one in like a well house or something like that, you can definitely do that. Now, we live on a really old ranch house, and I think our built-on in the back was actually built in 2000, which was literally 25 years ago, which is just absolutely bonkers to say. I did not do that. Somebody else did that. But what I will say is that's where we had our slab leak, which is crazy. And then we ended up having an additional slab leak that we caught before it could get really bad in the front part of our home, which was built in like, they finally put indoor plumbing inside in like the 70s. So that's how old it is. And then the butcher shop area was around the same time. So it's just a slab leak, pipe burst, like waiting to happen. So these really do come in handy. So they have the little sensors at the bottom here, and you're going to lay this flat wherever you want to leave it, lay it on a concrete slab, by a piping, anything like that. You'll pull this little lever and then it will start to ding, and then it's going to connect to your app. Once you've connected everything to your app, you could just say, okay, if you detect this much moisture, notify me. If you detect any moisture, notify me. And that's how essentially these will work. I really wish I had known that something like this actually existed back in 3 years ago when we had our slab leak, because I would have saved myself a lot of heartache, especially with brand new floors. I know that's a story for another time. But if you want something like this, definitely check these out. And like I said, Govi's expanded quite a bit. I have stuff in my greenhouse that I'm currently using by Govi. I have monitors by my chicken coop, my butcher house. I have that one in here that I use for our front door. I have these. What is something else that I have? This is the one that I was talking about that I have in like set up like in my garden type area. I have the humidifier. I have the diffuser. They have a gooseneck kettle that I'm going to be sharing in this live stream. They've expanded a lot to like a lot of home type of things, which I think is neat because I always wondered, I was like, where are they going with this brand? I was like, are they going to continue with the outdoor lights? And anyway, they expanded into inside the home, which I thought was really neat. There are a couple of deals on this one as well. If you want to check those out on the product page, you're more than welcome. I think they've got some redeemable codes and some markdowns. And like I said, they have the 4 sensor and I believe they have the 6 sensor one as well. So you can kind of pick and choose which one is going to work best for you. Okay, the next item I have is another really cool, like homey type. Y'all really love this thing during the holiday season for some reason. Y'all stocking stuffer galore on this one. And I think it's because it's right about that $10 price point. And I think that's just pretty feasible as far as the stocking stuffer is concerned. But this is the Westa 49-in-1 small screwdriver set. They do have like a pictorial picture that they give you on here that you can place on the unit itself, which I thought was pretty neat. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a close up, but it's easier to see when I actually like take this off. Look at this, watch. 49-in-1. So it has a bit on this end, and then it also has a bit on this end. And it is more of like a pencil type style than anything. It is smaller, so it's going to be for your smaller jobs. So you're not going to be able to like do like drywall anchors or anything with this sort of thing. But kids' toys, glasses, small little like things that you need to put together. I feel like this would be a better bet. This could go neatly in your junk drawer. You can grab it when you need it, and obviously you can put it up. It goes in its own little thing. What's also really nice is this case is magnetic, so you can see none of the little bits are going to actually fall out, including the little pencil itself. So even if I shake it really, really hard, all these bits are going to stay into place. And just to kind of give you an idea, just take one. I took my nails off and I have short nails and it feels weird. So you can kind of see here, and then you have, it just sticks right in there. It's magnetic. Now, just to give you an idea of what the pencil looks like, or the screw portion. It looks like a little pencil, as you can see. This little doodad on the very end actually rotates as well. So you know how with the screwdriver you tend to have to like readjust every so often. With this one, you don't. Like literally, you can just keep turning and turning and turning and turning and turning, which is nice as well. I really like that option, especially with the screwdriver and like you have crying kids and they're like, "Mom, hurry up, hurry up." I think I ended up putting, what was it? It was roller skates that changed from like roller skates to like roller blades. And you had to like use that really weird like Allen wrench tool. I hate those things. Those little like, they look like sevens. I don't think I have one or show you, but the little ones that look like sevens and they give you like little calluses after a while. They actually have that in here, which is nice because I don't have to like break my, like give myself a little callus on my finger, like trying to screw that in as tight as possible. But if you're looking for a good screwdriver set, if you're moving to a new home, maybe like a good housewarming gift. I know summer is fastly coming up on us, and a lot of people move during the summertime. This might be a cool little like housewarming gift as well. Okay, now let's get into some home textiles. The first one is the Surblue Bedside Caddy. I ordered my husband a brand new one in the navy color that they have, but they have tons and tons of colors on this one. I ended up going with a gray one because that's what kind of matched our aesthetic at the time of me getting this. I've had this for going on 3 years at this point. And the only reason why I know that is because I started sharing this when I had my son, who was a newborn at the time. He just turned 3 last year. So that's how long we've had this thing. And for it being cloth and my kids occasionally using it as like a step up to get on our big bed, it's a pretty good condition. I'll just put it that way. I did end up getting him another one because this caught traction, and I wanted to start sharing it on live streams again. So I ended up taking this one, and he's like, no, I need that back. And I was like, I'll just order you another one. But this is essentially a replacement for a bedside table. Now, I have a bedside table with a drawer. I just know if I were to give him one, it would be a junk drawer, essentially, and I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. So he keeps his pretty clean, which I love, but he does work in construction. So drill bits, wallets, phone chargers, phones, tablets, booklets, all the things that he gets from that day, he usually just dumps in his bedside caddy, which is totally fine because that's what it's for. It also has some mesh pockets here. I've seen him use these for water bottles, even his occasional tumblers that he brings to bed. Now, I've also seen this used like on a bunk bed, which makes sense because you obviously on the top bunk can't have a bedside table. On the back, there is Velcro straps. So you can here, it'll wrap around your bed frame. If you don't have a bed frame, that's okay. You could just stick this little portion in between your box spring and your mattress. But also too, this is also that Velcro. So it's probably going to stick to any kind of fabric, including the box spring itself. As you can see, there's 2 larger pockets, and then you have the smaller pockets, including in the meshing here. And then you have a even smaller pocket here. They do have tons of different colors for you guys on these. They have the solid colors, and then they also have some like colors with patterns. So if you're going for like a specific aesthetic, like for example, if you are doing a girl's room with florals, or if you're doing like chevron or geometric designs, or if you're doing like a little boy's room and you need camo or something like that, they do have some patterns available for you guys as well. But they also have solid colors, which is the ones that I tend to lean towards, which is, totally personal preference. They also have a smaller version, but here's my 2 cents on the smaller version. This is what the smaller version kind of looks like. It's a little bit bigger than this, and this is the large version, and the price difference between the two, I think, is right about $1. And right now, this starts at about $15. And if you go with the small, it's not half the price. It's just $13 or $14. You know what I mean? So if you're going to go with one, I recommend just going ahead and getting the large, and use it as needed. The small ones just aren't going to do you any good unless you are really in a tight space. Then I would suggest go ahead and get the small, but totally up to you. We've been using ours, like I said, for a while now. And we love it. I've also, like I said, bought additional ones. So again, I typically try not to put things that I don't enjoy on my live streams. But again, I'm not going to share anything I don't like. I don't think most content creators do that anyway. Okay, another thing that I have had in my household for a while, and have bought with my own money is the hand sleep mattress topper. This one we've actually added into our own routine. I originally got this one, I would say a little over 2 years ago. I would say maybe a little bit longer than that. And when I originally got it, I got it because it had the twin XL size. That's what kind of like was like the brand reached out, and they were like, hey, I was like, do you have any of those odd sizes, like the twin XL or like the short queen? And they were like, that. I was like, okay. So they sent this to me, and I first had an inkling that it was as good as they said when we had that slab leak that I had mentioned earlier. And my daughter was like, I need to put this on my bed in the camper. And I was like, is it that serious? Like, do we really need to do that? Because we had put all of our stuff in storage. And she's like, no, I really want that. And I was like, okay, you only slept on it like a couple times, but okay. So anywho, we ended up putting it on her camper bed. And then when we came back into the house, she was like, no, I need this on my bed again. And I'm like, it's really not that serious. And she's like, Mom, just like test it out. And she's like 9 going on 18. Like seriously, the attitude is crazy. But she was like, try it out. And I was like, all right. I ended up napping on it one day and I was like, okay. Like that was all she wrote. I was like, I understand now. So anyway, we ended up buying a king one. We bought a short queen one for our camper bed instead of replacing the mattress. And we bought one for my son's big boy bed. And then we ended up, I think I'm going to go ahead and just end up buying some instead of transferring this one from the camper from our house to the camper every time we use it, because I plan on using it quite a bit this summer. So I don't know. That's where I'm at. And they're so good. 1, they're affordable. 2, they're super quality. 3, I'm able to wash them in the washing machine and dry them in the dryer. Like I'm not even joking with you guys. I tested every theory I could to try and destroy this thing, and it is that good of quality. And on top of that, the price range is just so good. It's literal heaven in a package. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Let me play the video for you guys so you can see what it looks like up close.
Today I want to talk about the Hand Sleep mattress cover. This thing is made of bamboo fibers, or what people like to call visos, which makes it ultra soft. If you can see the little green tint inside, that's actually a cooling gel layer, which makes it cool to the touch. You can see here that it's thin and discreet, nothing too bulky on the top of your bed. It has a very thick, deep pocket. I think it goes up to 16 inches. I wish that y'all could feel this through the video, but it is so soft and so cooling. Everywhere I touch, it's the same type of coolness. So I can only imagine how great it is sleeping. If you're looking for a mattress topper that is cooling, soft, and not too big and bulky, this is definitely the one to snag.
So right now they're having some markdowns on this. I think some of them are up to 40% off. So make sure you snag it. Going into spring, any kind of spring cleaning, if you're looking to upgrade any of your sheet sets, stuff like that, I have that all in this live stream for you guys, but this one is definitely a must have. They have this in white, charcoal gray, light gray, and I believe a navy blue, and the sizes go all the way from twin to California Queen, and then California King, and then they have those odd sizes like Twin XL and the short queens that fit in campers as well. Another really good, like just talking point on this one would be it's moisture wicking, it's cooling, it has that supportive memory foam layer, and it has the Visos in it. And if you're not familiar with Visos, it's already like it's literally on its own. Even if it didn't have the cooling gel layer and the mattress memory foam in there, just the Visos on its own is pretty breathable and very comfortable. So in that respect, I would say just that alone was kind of like a no-brainer for me. But again, it's very easy to take care of if you're someone who despises laundry and like washing gigantic things like I am. Just take that with a grain of salt. I literally hate big and bulky things. I don't like them, and they take forever to dry in the dryer. It drives me bonkers. But anywho, this was very easy, and I clean these, I would say, at least once a month. Whenever we do, like I'll do my sheets once a week. But then on this, something like this, I usually do like once a month or so. And like I said, it's still in the same condition I got it in, which is absolutely crazy. And I did the most for you guys. So quality control, check. You know what I mean? Okay. The next thing that I have for you guys is some Up Simple diploma frames. I know we are gradually going into graduation season, which is so crazy to say because I felt like we were just ending last school year. I have a set of 2. There are a couple different color combos you can get on this one. I went with the mahogany frame and the black and gold matting on the inside, but they do have the mahogany frame with the blue and gold, and they also have, I'm trying to think. My memory's not up here, but I'm like thinking they also have black with the black frames with the black and gold matting on the inside. Now, all of that said, you can take the matting out and you could actually just use this as an 11 by 14 frame. As a matter of fact, I debated on doing that, but I have my daughter's kindergarten one hanging. And then I actually have mine right here. So you can see it's the mahogany with the black and gold. I have my, do you call degrees a degree? I'm not really sure. Do you call college degrees? What was I going to say? Where was I going with that? I don't even know where I was going with that. Do you call them degrees? I'm pretty sure you do. So I have that in here. And then, of course, I have her diploma. That's the word I'm looking for. Do you call them diplomas? Or do you call them degrees? I'm not really sure. Anywho, this, again, you could take the matting outside of it. It is full glass, so just kind of keep that in mind. You can hang this horizontally like I have, vertically, or if you're someone like me, you could use the little like kickstand on the back, and I usually just like leave it over here. I had this hung up at one point, but since I've been sharing it on live streams, I'm just like, I'll just set it on my desk so I don't have to worry about hanging it up every single time. But I like those. And then hold on, let me look at the product page real quick. And I want to see, okay, they do have a little bit of a coupon code for you guys. And then let's see here. So they have pack sizes from 1 to 6. And then they have the black, which is black frame with the black and gold. They have mahogany with the black and gold, which is the one that I just showed you. And then they have the mahogany with the navy and gold. I honestly probably should just invest and get the navy and gold because that's what my degree, diploma, whatever you want to call it, has the lettering is in it, but totally up to you. I have so much stuff from Up Simple. I gifted some stuff to my mother-in-law, not too long ago for Christmas. I put some black and white photos together and in like a goldish, no, it was like a barnwood frame, I think. And then I actually have poster board frames of my kids. And those are the ones that they kind of like fit together like a puzzle piece, but the glass isn't glass. It's like a clear plexi. If you go like that, it makes that funny noise. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. But I don't worry about them being knocked down because they're such big. They're literally like poster board frames. And I just put black and white photos of my kids in there, and I have them set up in our little like den area. But I absolutely like love them. They're so good. And they have a couple of different other options too. So if you're looking for good frames that are affordable and again, super quality, definitely check out Up Simple. I honestly, in my full hearted opinion, think that Up Simple is probably one of the most underrated brands on Amazon. And I say that just because I've had a lot of personal experience with them, but also because their frames last forever and they're good quality. Have you ever had to go and get like personal frames done because like, oh my gosh, they are really expensive. let me just say that they are crazy expensive. Like custom frames, insane. Like they are super insane expensive, but I digress. I'll leave that there. Okay, the next, let's see, home textile I have is the Bedsure linen sheet set. I love these. I also have a video on this one for you guys as well. Let me pull it up while I'm talking about it. Between this set and the bamboo set that they have, I am literally up in arms. Like, I know here in the next couple of weeks, I'm probably going to be switching out my linen set that I'm currently using for the bamboo set because it's going to start getting really warm here. I think today was like a high of like 75, 80. I can't remember the exact, but it was warm here, you know? And it's starting to get to be like that springy weather where like you can wear a sweater, but you don't need to wear a sweater type of stuff. And it's like, do you use the heater or do you use the AC? It's like, which one do you use? So we're getting into like that type of weather. And I'm typically a pretty warm sleeper. And I really like to be somewhat cool at night. And of course the topper helps, but having like really good, soft, cuddly, like cool to the touch type of like when you turn it's cold, you know what I mean? Like that type of like bed sheet set. It's like just a cherry on top. So anyway, I have the linen ones that I'm currently using now. And I will pop on a video for you guys so you could take a look at that. And then I do want to talk about the options that they have available for you guys as well. Because I don't think they have a very wide range of color options, but I think they have enough of a range to fit in any kind of like neutral aesthetic. So Obviously your whites and your grays, those are probably going to be available. But again, I'm just going to play the video for you guys.
It's upgrade time. We are changing up our sheets. Today we're going with the Bedsure. This is the linen set. I'm super excited. I love a good white linen set. And an up close video of the texture. You get a fitted sheet, 2 pillow shams, and you get a top sheet as well. And it is all done and put on the bed, and we are ready for a good night's sleep.
Okay, so you can kind of see it's your typical linen type of sheet set. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of what the count is, I was going to see if there was something that I could see where like the linen versus cotton. I'm pretty sure it's linen and cotton. Yeah, it's a cotton and linen blend. It doesn't tell me the ratio. That's really weird. Hold on. Jump to product details. Okay, materials. Okay, it's a linen blend, machine wash. I washed these. They wash and they, as a matter of fact, I just had self tanner on and I slept in them. And usually I will put like my, have you guys ever heard of Tan Fan? That is like the best invention ever. It's like a satin sheet that you could sleep in after you put self tanner on, and it doesn't get your sheets all messed up, so you don't have to rewash. I did not do that for some odd reason. I don't know. I was really tired that day, I slept on it. I washed these, and it came right out. It was absolutely amazing. Okay, so let me give you the array of colors that they have available. So the one that you actually have that you see in the video is kind of like it's a white color, but they have a pure white color that is still available. They've got your tannish, your typical linen color. They've got green. They have a pumpkin color, blue. They have a kind of like a brick red. They have a light gray, which is very popular. A sage green, which is also very popular, and a dark charcoal gray that is also very popular. They have twin, king, and queen. So they don't have those odd sizes, and they do not have a full size available, unfortunately. These are a little bit higher of a price point, so just kind of keep that in mind, but still very much well worth it. I've had these for quite a while. Quite a while. Let's see. I got these right before, I would say, it started getting cold last year. So I've had these. I do actually have a set for my daughter's bed, which is the light for my daughter's camper bed. Sorry, for our queen. Which one is it? It's a blue color. I can't remember which one. And then we also have the bamboo sheet set that I kind of like, kind of do like a toss up there. But again, these are a very good option. If you're looking for something a little bit more luxury, then you can definitely go with this. And it is a natural fibers with the linen and the cotton blend that they have there for you guys. Okay, let's move on. This is one of my last Govee items that I'm going to share with you guys today. This is the Govee Smart Kettle. I have been using this thing like crazy. As a matter of fact, we did like a little like noodle project for homeschool. And we used the top of this, and I cleaned it with hot water. So that's why I have this in here. Now it does have its own little unit that it plugs into, its own little heating element that it plugs into. That is actually still inside my house. So I have to grab that, and I'll show that to you guys. I mean, you can see from the picture, it sits on the heating element. But isn't this fairy tale like? Isn't this the coolest little design ever? I feel like, obviously if it wasn't in here, it wasn't something I was sharing, you could probably leave this like on your countertop and it still look like aesthetically pleasing. It's not like an eyesore, like a toaster. But yeah, this is definitely really cool. It is full stainless steel, so very much quality. I'll pop open the inside so you can see it's stainless steel. This is also stainless steel. If you ever need to refill after you've already used this is very hot. So make sure you use like a pot holder or something. It's tells you max fill. You don't want to overfill this because it'll bubble over into the kettle here. This does not get hot to the touch, so you can still pour. You don't have to wait for it to cool. Now, this is pretty neat as well because it is technically a smart kettle. And what that typically means is you can set it up with the app, and the app is going to give you the ability to set timers, set. You could do like a DIY setting. Like if you have a specific tea, like an herbal tea that you use, and you know that it has to be like at a specific temperature, then at that point you can say, okay, I want to do my DIY setting, and you just hit it in the app. And that's literally the only thing that you need to do. What I've told most people, if you fill it up with water the night before and you have it on the stand and you have it on, then at that point you can, or have it on, you can turn it on and off on the app. And you could also be like, okay, I'm going to wake up at 6 o'clock. I want to make sure that this thing is going to be hot and ready by the time I get to my kitchen, which is 6:15. You know what I mean? You could set it in that any kind of capacity that you need to use it. That's what the smart kettle is for. Just to give you like a little bit of a picture, I have the box here so you can see. I have a video on my influencer page, but I'll just show you the box here. So it's good. You could get the app on Google Play or app stores, which most of us have at this point. Like I said, you could use it for just your normal drips. You could use it for your, I forget, carafe. I think that's what it's called, right? Your coffee carafes. Is that what it is? I think it is. They also have like things like baby formula mode, and which I think is pretty neat, especially if you're a new mom. This might become something. Oh, and here's all the things that I was telling you. DIY. It has the coffee, the oolong tea. They have black or boil, and then they also have a green tea setting as well. So, which is really nice. I typically use this a lot at night. Your chamomile teas. Sometimes I'll use it for, we have a coffee bun maker. Bun is the brand, but it's a coffee pot. You know what I mean? And if you pour cold water in it, the water doesn't heat. I guess the heating element is like broken in it. And we are just like, we're not buying another one. So what I do is I'll boil water in this, and then I'll pour it directly into the coffee pot. So I know that the coffee is going to be hot coming out. I know you're probably like, this girl, she's on Amazon. She can't buy her own coffee pot. No, I can. I just don't. It's such a good coffee maker, like outside of like the heating element being like wonky. So like, I don't know. I really like it. Why throw it away? It's not technically all the way broken. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're practical around here. Okay. But anyway, if you're looking for a good electric kettle, check that one out. Okay. The next two products I'm going to kind of go back and forth with. I'll click the first one first, and then I'll kind of like go back and forth with you guys. But this one is the water drop filtration system. The first one, I'm just going to talk about it, and then I'll click the other one because I actually have the other one over here that I'll show you guys. This one is pretty limited stock, so I'll just throw that out there. It is the alkaline filter option. So if you're more of an alkaline type person, this is definitely something you may want to reach for. If you're looking for a good like water filtration system, I highly recommend Water Drop. I would say that it's pretty comparable to some of those other brands that tend to be pretty up there as far as price is concerned. The rating on this one is a 4.6 out of 5 stars, which is very good when it comes to Amazon reviews. And there's a little over 12,000 reviews too. So it's not just like 2 or 3 reviews and it's like marked up there. This one, I believe, can get your pH up to 9.5. I think it's between 8 and 9.5. And it does filter out up to 100 gallons. So you don't have to change your filter until you hit that amount. It does have one of those smart indicators on there. So it does let you know that you need to change your filtration filter if need be. Now, they do have this available with additional filters like bundle options. If you wanted to go that route, you definitely could. This is around the $20 mark, which I don't think is a really bad price point, especially if I don't technically drink alkaline water all the time. To be honest, I don't drink filtered water all the time either. We live on well water, and I don't really tend to have issues with fluoride or chlorine. But when I have people over, sometimes I'll like put the filter, I'll put it in the refrigerator and get it cold. So sometimes people are like, I don't really like the way well water tastes because they're used to like city water, and that's totally okay. But like I said, it's definitely one of those things. So if you're looking for something that's more alkaline based, and this is definitely something that you would want to go with. It does still get rid of the chlorine, the fluoride, the taste, the odor, heavy metals, aluminum, iron, copper, mercury, all of that on top of just making your water a little bit more alkaline. Now, the one that I have, the one that I have two different options. I have the one with the smart indicator, and then I have the one with the dial, which is just the classic version that they have. And that's what this one is. And as you can see, it's the dial. So what you'll do is say, like, last month was February. You put one option on the February, and then, hey, I need to make sure that I switch this out in June. You know what I mean? So it lasts about the 3-month mark. And what I will also say too, on this one is there is additional filter options. So if you want to do bundling on here as well, you can if you wanted to. And you just fill it up here at the top, let gravity do its thing with the filter, and then that's all you need to do. We actually have one of these that's a pink version in the camper. I tend to keep this one in the house. I did bring it out here because I was obviously sharing it with you guys. The only thing I will say with these is make sure you saturate your filter before you do like the first drink out of it. And the reason why you want to do that is because if you just start pouring water, the filter will soak up all that water because it's pretty dry in the filtration. So you want to kind of keep it moist. I know people hate that word. I'm so sorry. But once you do that, it's good to go. There's not really much you need to do. But if you're just looking for some good, clean tasting water, I do recommend these. And this one, the classic version, is right about the $14 mark. So it's under $20. So both of which would be right about the $20 mark or a little bit under the $20 mark, which I think is a good price point too, especially if, like I said, we use ours in our camper. So the one that in our camper is empty right now. It's just kind of sitting on the counter. I probably will need to change the filter. But other than that, we've had it for a few years at this point. And I just got this one right before the holiday season because I knew we were going to have guests over. And we used it, and it's still good to go. So anyway, you could do that. And you could also buy additional filters if needed. But like I said, 3 months is a long, long, long time to be needing to change a filter, which is nice. Okay, the next thing that I have for you guys is the Maskus. This is the 24 karat gold eye mask that I rave about. I absolutely love these things. This one has a little bit of a markdown for you guys today. I'm going to show you the box, and I might have a picture that I can show you with them on. I know that I I did like a little silicone. I'm just going to have to show you guys. Hold on. I'm going to, let's see. I will just show you like a little screenshot of how I put them on or how I have them on. Pause. Okay. Y'all are going to see my bare face on this. You're probably going to be like, what the heck? Okay, let's see. So I'll share it. There we go. Share that. Hold on. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, this is the pack. I actually got a 50 pack because I love eye masks. Like in general, I just think eye masks are like amazing. But I got this one. This was for fine lines and wrinkles. Hopefully I'm doing pretty good. I am almost out of this pack. I say that every time I come on live streams, but like literally I have, out of the 50, I only have this much left, and I'm probably going to take this inside of my house and put this in my fridge because I love these things. They're so good. Now I did order the variety pack because when I first started sharing these, they didn't have a variety pack. They only had these. And now they've come up with, I'm going to take these out because I already know I'm going to use them. They have the, I don't want to speak too soon. Okay. So they have the, they have the pack of 8, pack of 15, pack of 20, pack of 25, pack of 30, pack of 50. I love eye masks, so I'm going straight for the pack of 50, which is right around the $20 mark. Then they have options you can choose from. So they have the hyaluronic acid one. So that's going to help to give you a lot of moisture underneath the eye. They have the variety pack, which includes the aloe vera one, the 24 karat gold one, which is the one that I have, the hyaluronic acid one that I just mentioned, and the caffeine one. Now, I have a feeling I'm going to love the caffeine one because I literally have the worst eye bags, like puffiness. I hate it in the morning. I just do. It is what it is. They have an aloe vera one, which is the repair and intense hydration. Then they have the caffeine one that you can buy packs of, which Yeah. And then they have the larger combo pack, which is for they have all of those. Instead of just one or two each, they have like 4 each of them, and it doesn't include the aloe vera. So I know there was a lot of info just like spit at you guys, but you can see that I'm excited about these. So each individual one comes packed on its own. It does have a lot of serum in here. So what I do is I'll open the pack, I'll take the little tray with the eye mask out, and then what I'll do is I'll like squeeze the pack down and into the trays, and I'll make sure that the eye masks are completely saturated, and then I'll put them on my eye. Like I said, there's some markdowns on here for you guys. And let's see. I love the puffy, the caffeine one. I just love it. I just honestly, I think for the 25 pack, it's under 15. So it's like a $12. I don't know how long these are gonna, oh my God, the caffeine one is so popular. I think I'm gonna add it to cart. I'm joking. You guys are gonna hate me. They're like, why are you shopping on your own live stream? I know I have issues. I have issues. Okay, so this is really good. And then of course you can see the little still shot here. This is what it looks like on. So you just kind of let them dry. It's a 20-minute set time. So typically I'll go get my creamer out of my fridge. I'll grab one of these. I'll put it on, and then I usually I know it's so bad. I have got to stop influencing myself. It's so bad. I've got to like get off of my live stream. It's awful. Oh my gosh. It's awful. But anyway, eye masks, they're awesome. I'm gonna get away from this. I'm gonna put these to the side. I gotta stop talking about these for sure. But there is a little bit of a discount there for you guys as well. Okay, the next thing that I have for you guys is the You Like Laser Hair Removal device. This one I believe is marked down from last week. This one, I think actually it was what was it last week? I'll have to look back and see, but it was definitely more expensive. Now they have it marked down, and I think they actually have some promo codes for you guys as well. I'm going to be quiet. I do have a B-roll video on here for you guys as well.
Going to demo the You Like Laser Hair Removal. This is everything that comes in the pack: your user guide, the hair removal device itself. You also get your plugins, which of course you need to use, and you will need to plug it in as you're using the device. You get a baggie, your glasses, and then of course a shaver as well. And I'm going to do a demo with you guys to show you exactly how to do it. You plug your device in, you allow it to warm up for just a little bit. On the device itself, it has an on and off button. It also has some modes in there, and I'll go over that in the next couple of slides as well. The first thing you want to do is shave up them armpits. Get as close to the hair follicle as you possibly can. This is just going to aid the process and hopefully get you results sooner than later. As a matter of fact, you can see results in as little as 3 weeks, so you got to keep with it, you guys. It does have that ice cooling technology, so it's cold to the touch and not harmful like heat-wise. The mode you're going to be seeing is a soft mode for face and upper lip, body mode for legs and arms, and power mode for chest and armpits. I obviously use the power mode because I'm going to be using it on my armpits, but just make sure you're using it according to the instructions. As you can see here, it's very quick, it's very painless, and of course I will keep you guys updated as I go along with this process as well. I will be doing this once a week and updating you guys, and of course it has a little baggie to keep everything in and safe and clean. You can check this out on my Amazon storefront if you're interested.
So this one, I will say, it's definitely one of those things that you have to like keep with. It's not something you can use one time and you're going to see results. You may. That would be very good for you. I love that for you. However, you're probably not. This is something you're going to have to use for at least 4 to 6 weeks to see a difference. I have done my armpits. Not that you guys want to see my armpits, but I do do my armpits at least once or twice a month just to keep on it. One thing I will say is always do a test spot. This is a laser device. So especially if you're doing anything like on your face, you definitely want to do a test spot before you do anything. If you have peach fuzz, this is not going to get rid of it. It has to be like a darker hair. So armpit hair, bikini area. I know this is going to sound a little TMI, maybe TMI, a little bit personal. I only have dark hair on my calves. Like I only have dark hair down here. I don't have dark hair on my thigh. Don't know why. Might be genetics. I'm not sure. But I typically only, like I've started doing my bikini area and then I've started doing my legs. And I have noticed a difference, but again, it takes a little while for it to kind of catch steam. Once though that you've started to notice that there's not as much growth, then at that point you can kind of go to what they consider like a quote unquote maintenance dose, which means that you only have to do it once you see like more stubble kind of coming in, shave, and then obviously do it. The reason why you shave is because you want to get as close to the hair follicle as you possibly can. And what that's going to do is it's just going to make the hair follicle smaller, 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 smaller. So you'll see less growth back. I have this one, but I also have gifted one of these. I have another one that is unopened, which is over there, I believe. Is it? Yeah, it's over there that I will be doing a giveaway with, which is awesome because I know you guys have really been liking like the higher end items, like something like this. I also have the green version. If I were to take this still shot away, which is so weird, my armpit's like literally on the internet. I have the original You Like one, which I still have and I absolutely love. That's what got my armpits clear. And then this one is where I do my maintenance dose, and I've been doing my bikini area. I don't see as much grow back, so I'm very hopeful during the summertime that I will not have to be shaving or anything like that, which is great. This one, okay, the original price last week was like almost $400, so it was like $399. It's marked down to about the $309 mark. And I do believe they don't have any additional discounts, unfortunately. But what they do have is if you buy this, you actually get one of their like aloe vera, like aftercare, like lotions or gels with it for free. And I think that's around, I don't really know. Is it like, what is it? Okay, so it is normally $10 and you get it for free. It's an aloe vera gel. It's the hair removal device, beauty facial. Let me look at it. Post-treatment comfort. Yeah. So if you do have like, especially in your sensitive areas, if you wanted to use something like that, you're more than welcome to do that. And of course you get it for free if you purchase the laser hair removal device. This was really, sometimes they do run promos and I usually put those on my Instagram stories. So if you guys are interested, you could follow me on Instagram. That's typically where I am if I'm not on here, or TikTok. But yeah, this is definitely one of those things that I have been liking and I've been using for a while. And I will say price point wise, it's really not that bad. If you go to a med spa that has like a laser hair removal option, I think one area is like $100. Is it? It might have gone up. I don't know. That was just the last time I checked. So using this 3 times and you've got your money's worth at that point. You just have to kind of stick with it. That's the only thing about these things. You don't want to buy something that's, I think anything over $100 is like an investment. You don't want to buy something like this and then obviously not use it. You know what I mean? Don't do that to yourself. Okay, the next thing I have is another B-roll video. I know I've got a couple of B-roll videos back to back, so just kind of bear with me. This one, I'm going to close this out and then I am going to, there's that, there's the old You Like one. I'm just going to show you guys this one so you can kind of see what it looks like. And
while I do my hair, first and foremost, can we get a little shout out to the BJs? These are so cute. They have like lions and cats and flowers and they're pink. So perfect for Valentine's Day. Anyway, I go through with a brush, I wash my hair, and then I use my keratin on my ends. This stuff is so good. I shared this with you guys last year, well, November, December, and I'm still using it. The tube has lasted me so long. I'm also starting to add in a volumizing mousse just to see if that helps. I'm trying this one first. We'll see though. This is like my first time or my first go at it. So give me a month and then I'll update you. And then of course I put a ton of heat protectant in my hair because it is fine. As you can see, I blow dry it about 95% dry. Then I take out my bang, or what used to be my bang, and then I curl those and I wrap them in a Velcro roller because they tend to fall first. So I want those to stay the most. I curl the rest of my hair, I take it out, and then I kind of just play with it with my hands. I don't have a comb, so I'm gonna have to invest in one of those. Then I go with my ends with the OGX, the coconut spray, and I also get interrupted often. So here we go. Here is the front. Very happy with it so far. I'll let you guys know and update you guys through my hair journey, but so far so good and I'm happy with it. Follow along for some more hair tips.
So that is the Bocal 5-in-1 styler. I like it a lot. It's got 5 tools. So it has the hair dryer. It has the round brush, which is kind of like the Revlon ones that were really, really popular. They also have like a curling or styling wand if you're wanting a little bit more, just kind of like a flippant type of style, I guess. My husband's like texting me. I was like, what is that? And I usually use that one the most. So it's a smaller round brush that they have. And then they have the curling wand. So one curling wand curls this way and the other one curls this way. I actually used it today. So you can see I used it, I would say this morning. And this is the fallout from the entire day, which I don't think is really that bad. Usually I'm not a curling wand type of girl. Sometimes I'll just kind of curl it and give myself like a little bit of this is actually day 2 here. This is my hair from, I washed it yesterday. So I like it. Sometimes I'll do like a touch up in the morning. Like this morning I did my bangs with the curling wands, and then I did the rest of my hair with just that smaller round styling tool, and I just kind of like go like that, and then I curl it down and I let it get cool, and then I'll like just brush it out with my hands, and that's what it looks like. I love this tool. One thing that I say that I like most about this one is I've tried other stylers, and the issue with the other stylers is the very end, when you rotate, you're constantly rotating this device, right? You're constantly like kind of doing a curl and like doing this and doing that. And the issue is that one would always get like twist and wound up. The bottom didn't rotate. This one does. So I never have to actually stop what I'm doing. I could just keep going until I'm done, which is nice. I don't have to be bothered with unplugging it, untangling it, and so on and so forth. It does look like this one has a little bit of deals for you. They've got some coupon codes, and they've got some redeemable codes for you guys as well. They have the, I think it's just the dark, it's only one color, which I don't think most people care about, but I think this gets you to right about the $100 mark, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to add it to cart just to see. Okay, redeemable codes. Let's make sure. So it was it's a total of $23 worth of discounts, 106. It would get you about 106, which is not bad at all. And if you have Prime, then you have free delivery as well. You don't have to worry about the shipping cost there as well, which is nice. So I just wanted to look and see what it was. I wasn't really too sure if it was going to give you those additional, but as long as you hit redeem on both those codes, and then you hit the $10 coupon code, then you should be good to go, which I like. All right, if you're looking for a hairstyle tool, that is the one to pick and choose. That's one of my favorites. That's the one I've been using as of lately. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. A lot of people were like, do you have breakage? I don't. Not that I've noticed, unless you guys are noticing anything. Hold on. Let me get a close up. I don't really see, I mean, I've got flyaways, and I definitely have some breakage, like new mom growth right here. But I don't see any, like, I think that's what they say about the Dyson. Like, people like the Dyson because it didn't cause breakage, but I've been using this for a good solid like 2 months. And I don't see any like mid-strand breaking. So I don't know. Do with that what you will, but I personally like it a lot. And I don't think that you have to spend an arm and a leg to get good quality hair. That's my opinion as well. Okay, let's move on to some electronic accessories. I don't think I have any electronics in here. Yeah, I do. I have some electronics, but there are still accessories. I was like looking. No, I don't only have a couple. Which is good. Okay, this first one is a homeschool thing for us. It is the Lamicall laptop stand. I shared what my daughter's homeschool desk looks like, and I will share that a little bit later when I talk about the gooseneck tablet holder, because that's the one that we've been using a lot lately. This is the Lamicall laptop stand. So as you can imagine, a laptop sits right here. You can make it ergo friendly. Sometimes we'll use this if she has like a social gathering, like on Zoom, or for her homeschool. We'll use this as like kind of like a TV stand, and we'll put it on her desk. And you'll get to see what her desk looks like in just a minute because I'll pop it up on the screen. But essentially, it has the rubber grips here, the little shelving here so that your laptop sits flush, and then you can open it up all the way if you wanted to, and you don't have to do it this big. You could literally do it a little bit, so like it takes a little bit of arm strength to kind of do that, but you could sit it nice and pretty on top of a desk. And I love the way that this one sits. Not only that, but it's pretty sturdy, and it does also have like the little rubber grips on the bottom here as well. Look, this is kind of like slid off a little bit. Now I can't even get it off. But it doesn't slip and slide on the desk either. So if you are using it to type, it's not going to like slide away from you as you're typing, which I absolutely love. But if you're looking for a good laptop stand, definitely check this one out. I do like this one a lot. It's full metal, and I do believe that they have actually brought on new colors. When I first started sharing this, it was just a silver, or I believe like a dark black, but they've got some pinks in there as well, which I think is so cute. I wish I would have had that one because it would have gone perfect with her desk. And now I'm going to put it back over there so you guys can kind of take a look at it on the photo. I'll show you the photo when I show you guys the gooseneck tablet holder, because I have put that thing somewhere and I cannot find it. I don't know what I did with it. I didn't give it away. I know that. And that's the thing that I use the most. And I think I might have put it in this Tupperware box. I'm not really too for sure, but like I'm going stir crazy trying to find the thing. But yeah, if you're looking for a laptop stand, take a look at that one. Now, the next couple are kind of like car accessories. This first one is the Rexoria car vent clip. You guys like this one because it does not block your vents, which is perfect for someone who lives in a hot climate like myself, and we need all the air, all the air as much as possible. And not only that, let me just put this in perspective. When it's summertime, we are dying of heat exhaustion if we don't have our vents. However, when it is a dead winter and it is anything under the 50-degree mark, we are freezing. Like there's no like it's either we're blistering hot or we're freezing cold, and either way, when we get in our car, we need those vents. Like period. So this is the never blocking car vent clip. One thing that people have kind of given me feedback with is they don't like this little hook. It's okay. We've alleviated that problem because this hook is actually customizable. So you can rotate it this way, open, or rotate it closed. So it's kind of customizable to your own vent. So it doesn't matter the size. It does have a ball joint, so you can move it horizontally or vertically. And again, it's kind of up and elevated. My mother-in-law was like, look, this reminds me of those like Garmin things that used to like suction cup to your windshield, except it goes on your car vent clip. And I was like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense that you would say something like that, because you used to love Garmin's, because she would travel for work. And she was like, I need something that's going to give me direction, like not a MapQuest printout. Because at that point, not too long ago, I know a lot of us like don't remember, not too long ago, we were printing out MapQuest directions. And then Garmin's came about, and then now we're obviously pretty much probably using our phones at this point. But it makes sense that she thought that this kind of resembled something like that. It just like clicked in my brain. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You pop this little button open. It holds open. It comes open. Then you could squeeze it closed on the phone. It is pronged, so you could still use a charging cord if you needed to. Just to kind of show you, this is an iPhone 15, and I have my case on it. This is what it looks like. My in-laws actually use Samsungs. And theirs fits perfectly too. But yeah, I love this one. This is actually a bestseller for me, you guys. It's right about the $20 mark. Now, the one that I particularly like is the ESR one. I have both versions. I have the regular charging version, and I also have the what they call the QI2 or the Cryo Boost option. And those are the fast charging options. Now, what I will say is, why did my internet go out? Hold on a second. There we go. I will say that I do a lot of content creating, and when I'm driving around, it just makes sense for me to use something with a fast charger. There's times where I'm spending a lot of time driving my daughter around for extracurricular, and it just is what it is. And that's what I like the Cryo Boost option. They have like the QI2 technology, which is like this cooling technology in it to where your phone doesn't overheat. I love it. That's just personal preference. My phone is actually MagSafe. My phone case is MagSafe. So it kind of just all goes together for me. I've been using a lot of ESR products lately. So maybe that's the reason why. But again, it's definitely something that's going to be personal preference. Obviously, if you don't need a fast charging option, that's totally okay. You don't have to do that. But again, the option is there for you. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like.
We're going to be testing out the wireless car charger. This is the Cryo Boost option by ESR. I do have the regular one, but I wanted to test this one out. Same.
Okay, I'm just going to pause it. Same design. One just has the fast charging option while the other one does not. Now, if you don't go with the fast charging option, it's around the $20 mark. If you go with the fast charging option, it's around the $25 mark. And that's the price difference between the two.
Claw clip, like chip clip type style, which is pretty universal for all cars. It does have a micro USB to a micro USB, so you do have to get that adapter there. It goes on without a case as long as your phone is MagSafe, but you can also use it on with a phone case if your phone case is MagSafe as well. I highly recommend this one, and it's fast charging, so check it out on my Amazon store.
So either one, you can pick and choose which one is going to work best for you. I don't think you're going to go wrong with either one. And the price point is really not that big of a difference. It's about a $5 difference. But I personally have fallen in love with the QI2 technology. That's just me. But again, personal preference, you can do a little toss up. Those those two products kind of go hand in hand with each other as well. Now, I know that you noticed the phone case in the video. That was my phone case. I actually have the ESR full body phone case that I absolutely love. I know a lot of people aren't privy to like having these like weird, like kind of like black outer, like kind of like, I don't know, I guess people would call it like a boring phone case. But I personally don't think that they're boring, especially for someone who drops their phone more often than I would like to admit. So what the way that this case works is it has a front pop in with the tempered glass, and then it has the back cover, which includes this. You pop it over. It has all the button slots that you need here and here, and then it also has the charging port here at the bottom. These phone speakers on here, and then also it has a little opening here as well. It is MagSafe, so you can use this. Like I said, this is something I'm going to share in just a second, but it has the MagSafe on the back, so you can continue to keep your phone in its case without having to remove it. And that's one of the things that was like, I had to have that. That was like one of the number one things, because I was battling with phone cases on my iPhone 12. I could never find one. I shattered my 12, which Murphy's Law. And then I got the 15, and then I ended up getting this one. And I was like, you know what? I don't even care if it's big and bulky and ugly. I just need something to protect my phone. I've had this on for a year at this point. I don't think I've ever taken it off except to like occasionally clean it. And that's very rare. That's very, very rare. It also has a kickstand built in, which is pretty nice. So you don't have to use a pop-it or anything to kind of mess up the magnet on the back. And then it does also come with, I know you guys can't really see, but there's actually camera lens protectors on here, which is neat because I use my camera often. So two of the worst things that I could probably shatter on my phone would be my camera lens and my screen. That's like two of the worst things. So with that being said, this phone case is pretty much like a 360-degree protection. It goes all the way from an iPhone 13 to, I believe, an iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is the largest one I think you can get as of now on the market. And just to throw this out here, if you are an Android user, they also have Android versions available for you guys. My daughter has one on her 23. I don't know. What are all these numbers and things and pros and maxes? And I don't know. There's so many of them, but she has one, a full body case. My husband has one for his 14. I think he has an iPhone 14, even though he's going to be switching over to a Samsung after his contract is up for his iPhone. He's done with the iPhones. I don't know why. He just decided he was, which is fine. But these are around the $20 mark, which I also think is a really good price point, considering a lot of your higher end brand, like your OtterBoxes, which I've had experiences in, are way past that price point. I would say at least double that. And these are just as good a quality as the Otter boxes. Okay, so I held this up. This is the charging station that I have. So this bottom portion can charge your earbuds, can charge your Apple Pens. This little station right here can be for your Apple Watches or any of your wireless watches. I don't know if Fitbits have wireless chargers, but I know Samsung watches do. And what's really neat is you could actually take this off and you can take it along with you if you wanted to. So if you needed to take it on the go, especially with your watches, if you're wearing them and you need to charge it in your car, you could take this station along with you. And then when you're done, you just plug it back into the station. This one also has that QI2 technology, which is the fast charging technology. So, and it does have what looks like, when you feel it, you're not going to feel it obviously through your screen. When you feel it here, it's like a fan. When you do fast charging options, unfortunately, what ends up happening is sometimes your phone can get overheated, and that's what the QI2 technology is. It obviously is going to fast charge, and then it is also going to cool down your phone so that you're not having to worry about it overheating, which is nice. That one is a little bit more expensive, but I don't think that you can go wrong. We're typically, if this is not in my office setting here, it is by my toaster. Like, we are constantly using it. We have so many devices in our house. It's absolutely bonkers. But this is definitely something that I think is a good little option to have, especially if you are using multiple devices in your house. Okay, next thing I have is the iPad Pro case. This one we finally are able to use. My daughter ended up getting an iPad for Christmas, which we love that for her. And it's massive. It's so good. So this is for a 12.9 to a 13-inch. And I'm going to show you the video.
Let me introduce you to one of the best iPhone cases I've ever come across. This one has a magnetic barrier that you can hold horizontal or vertical, which you'll see later in the video. It magnetizes all together and it opens up into what looks like a one sheet, but it's not. It actually trifolds, and you can trifold it here and lift up the pad that way. Or again, like I said, you could do it horizontally, and then vice versa. You can actually do it vertically as well. So it doesn't matter what type of orientation you have. It's flexible, it's neat, and it protects the iPad, which is one of probably your most expensive investments. But if you're looking for a good iPad case, I highly recommend this one.
So it's been pretty nice. She actually prefers this one because it had color options, and she ended up going with the green one. I know that some of the other cases that I've shared with you guys in the past, she wasn't really a fan of because it only came in like that brown color or something like that. She was like, no, I don't want that. It looks like a book, like a what is it? A book. It looks like a briefcase essentially for your phone. I mean, for your iPad. She's like, no, I want something with color. This option has a trifold, which she really likes. And she liked it because she liked the green color, but she also was like, well, if I ever wanted to switch it out for something else, I could get another color. And I'm like, you could. I mean, like, I'm not going to argue with you about that. So she liked the trifold option, and she mainly uses it like what I showed you guys in the video where she trifolded it in the back and she holds it at a horizontal. She's a big Roblox fan. Currently, that's like her obsession. So she like loves that portion, and she can see a much larger screen area than like, say, like a cell phone. So it ends up working out really great for her. But again, if you're using it for recipes, if you are using it for work, if you're a realtor, if you're somebody who is jotting down notes or anything like that, it does work well with an Apple Pen, which she also has. It has a little holder on the side there. And when it magnetizes to it, it also charges it, which I thought was really neat too. This is around the $40 mark, but a really good accessory. And it protects your large investments because we all know iPads are not inexpensive. They are expensive. Take it from Santa. Take it from Santa. All right. The last ESR product that I have for you guys is the, where's my thing? Okay, here we go. This is the MagSafe wallet. I love this thing. So I actually use this on occasion. I took all my things out of it because I don't want to give all my information out to the internet, just my face. So you can see it is MagSafe. It has that little circle on it. I'm just going to give you all a little demo on my phone. So it's MagSafe. Essentially, it doubles as a wallet. So you have your little slot holder here. you can open it up and you can see here, you can put your ID, you could put some of your cards in here, which is really, really nice. It also triples as a kickstand. So you can kind of use it as a kickstand if you don't already have one built in like myself. I like this one a lot because sometimes when I have my little one, he's 3, he's in that awkward stage where sometimes he wants to do it on his own and sometimes he wants mommy to hold him. And literally sometimes it's just a pain in the butt to bring anything extra like a bag. So sometimes I'll just take this out of my purse with all of my stuff that I need in it and I'll pop it onto the back of my phone and I'll pop it back in my back pocket. And that's literally all I take into the store with me. And that's okay. Because I have all my personal items in here and that's really all I need. So I'm good to go. This is right about the $20 mark as well. Okay. Talking about the gooseneck holder, let's talk about that one. So I'm going to pop a little picture on here for you guys so you can kind of see our homeschool station. And I'm going to show you guys what the gooseneck tablet holder looks like. Okay. So you can see the gooseneck tablet holder here on the side. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. So you can see it on the back here. So we use this for her tablet, her smaller tablet. We have a Fire tablet that we use for some educational apps that we have through Amazon. And this is the perfect thing. It sits up. If she wanted to watch something, it's in her view. If she needed to look at it and then look down, look at it and look down. Sometimes I'll have her like color something or do something during, like as she's like actively listening, but she's also like has the tablet in front of her watching. And it's right about the $30 mark. It's a very easy, very, very, very easy to use something like this. And like I said, sometimes I've seen people use this while they're traveling. I obviously use it more in like an office setting. And you could use this in an office for yourself as well. If you needed to put your phone on it, there was times where I would use this to film content. Like I put my phone horizontal and you can kind of swivel the gooseneck and you can kind of intertwine it. You do need to use a little bit of arm strength. But once you've got it to where like sometimes I'll like face it down like this and I'll like film content down below. You could do that in that respect. There's so many different ways that you could actually use something like this. And it's just a good overall investment, especially for someone like myself who does use it. I would say I use this at least 5 out of the 7 days of the week for sure. If it's not filming content, it's using it obviously for my daughter, but we do love this one quite a bit. And it's a good investment period. It's $30. It's really not that bad. Okay, the last Lamicall product that I have for you guys is the screen protectors. I am actually going to show you guys a product screen on this one. We've used these, to be honest, so we don't have them anymore. Like one's on my husband's phone and we don't use it, or we use it and I just can't share it because my husband has his phone. But this one has the 2 screen protectors. It's marked down about 50%. So I'm going to share on here with you guys. It's the military grade. This one goes from all the way from a 14 to a 16 Pro Max. So obviously those new iPhone holders, iPhone models, then you can get this as well. It does come with that outer rim protection. Some people use it, some people don't. This one has the anti-static dust proof and it does have the anti-fingerprint as well, which is nice. If you're looking for a dual pack, you can check this one out and it's under the $10 mark, which is amazing. Okay, anything under $10 is pretty good, I feel, on this one. Okay. We're going to go to some clothing items. I am going to have to share some screenshots with you guys because I'm not going to be doing a try on this live stream. But I want to show you some things that are going on sale and some spicy items that I shared during this last Valentine's Day that are by RS Love. They're a new brand that I've been working with. Actually, I must have been down here. I'm going to show you this first. So this is the Zigu cropped flannel shirt. I think you can wear flannels anywhere from like September to March, in my opinion. You guys might think differently, but I don't. This is the blue and white flannel or checkered print. Checkered? No, I'm just going to say flannel. I actually have the brown one as well. The brown one is the one I I love the brown one. So good. So this one is your flannel material, super soft, super quality. It is more of a cropped version though. So it's not your full flannel, but I would say it says crop, but I feel like it sits right at the hip, which is a good, good length. Look, if I were to put it on, I would say it sits right at the hip. You know what I mean? And obviously you're going to be using this as a layering piece. So I went with the large. So I sized up one. I usually go with medium, but if you want something more form-fitting, definitely go down size, if not two, if you wanted to use this as like just a regular shirt instead of like a layering piece. This could be something that you could go with, but I do like this one a lot. These are starting to go on sale because we're obviously going outside of the season of warm and we're going to the more outside the cold season and going more into the warm season. I don't know where my words went, but definitely something that you can add to your closet for next year. And like I said, I have the brown one that I wear the most. I've done this on try-ons and I've showed you guys how to style this, but I kept the tags on because I know that I probably won't be wearing it the rest this year until probably Christmas time. I don't know. I might pull for it every so often, but I love a good flannel. Flannels are always they're always so good. Like they're just good to have, period. I'm a flannel girl through and through. I also live on a ranch. So if we're outside, especially in the winter, it's freezing. So I have to like put layers on layers on layers on layers in. Okay, the next couple items I'm going to be sharing screenshots with you guys. These are by a brand that I've just started working with. This first one is the RS Love. This is a lingerie set, satin bow. But listen, hear me out. All my bridal girlies, everybody who is getting married this coming up year, hear me out because I feel like these are such good like bachelorette options. These are such good what do you call it, after honeymoon options, after the wedding day and you're going to the hotel options. These are so good. Now I did get black, but they have all of those colors available for you guys that you can kind of see. But isn't this such a cute set? And I feel like it's pretty modest, honestly. It covers just like a bathing suit. It's no different. So you have the bottoms and then you also have the tops. There's a lot of tying going on here, so just bear with me. But as you can kind of see, it has the bottoms here and then you have the top here. I'm going to move these. Hold on a second. And then you have the top here, which I think is so cute. And again, you could use, you could do this in a white, red, black. I think there's a navy blue, but there's so many different colors that you can kind of utilize on this one. And again, if you're a bride, I feel like this would be such a really cute addition. You could wear this underneath maybe your wedding dress. Honeymoon options, so good. Okay, the next one is the one that's a little bit even more modest than this one. And this one is kind of like a little sleep set. And this one, I'm sorry, I'm like so in you guys' face with this. I'm trying to like make my screen like look better. So this one is more of the kind of like the nighty gown. But as you can see, the front is solid. Again, they have a white version, so brides, listen up. And then the back is actually that really cute lace detail. So cute. And it does come with undies. So if you wanted those, you can use those. And again, you can kind of see the colors here on the side. They've got black, they've got reds, blues, greens, and whites, again, for our brides. Super cute, super cozy, and very, very, very stretchy. I would definitely go with true to size on these. I think I ended up getting a medium or small. A medium. I got a medium. So go true to size. I feel like a medium is perfect. And again, it has that really cute little lace detail on the back. A little peep show as you will. Okay, and then the last thing I feel, I didn't even click on that one. That one is right about the $20 mark as well. Now, the last one is a little deceiving because it looks really, really, really small, but it isn't. It is so stretchy. As a matter of fact, my 9-year-old daughter put this on, and she was like, what the heck is this? And I was like, oh, you could actually wear that for like your dance, like she has dance pictures. I was like, you could put it on with like a little tutu or something and use it as like dance pictures. She's like, you know what? You are absolutely right. I was like, isn't that crazy? Okay, one last screen share with you guys, so you can see what it looks like on here. Let me make myself smaller. There we go. So you can see this one comes in a ton of different colors. It is one size fits all. It's 14 bucks. I could see somebody pairing this. You know how she has it fitted here? If you wear it with a pair of jeans, Taylor Swift concert or any kind of concert. Isn't it so cute? But I just want to show you. Okay, I'm going to take this off the hanger. Watch this. Look how much this thing stretches. Is that not completely bonkers? My 9-year-old can fit into this. I can fit in this. That's so crazy, right? It is off the shoulder, so it looks a little crazy when I hold it up like this. You're like, what is this? And why is it sparkling? It does have a bunch of those like little pretty little sequins on it. You put it on. It does not have, it's not, I don't think it's clippable. No, it's not clip. It's a full bottom. And then you put it on, and then obviously for me, I may do like a little styling with this, you guys, but I'm not sure that I am. I'm too old. I'm too old. But again, it is mesh, so you'll have to wear something underneath, or you don't have to if you don't want to. That's okay too. It is off the shoulder, as you can see that she's wearing. And again, you can style this with jeans. I feel like you can style it with jeans, but I feel like you can also style it with like a little like tube top underneath. And you could wear it with like a skirt if you're going out. You know what I mean? If you want to look a little bedazzled, if you have a dancer like my daughter, she would probably put something like this on with like a sports bra underneath, and then she could put like a little like skirt on under like over it for like pictures. I feel like that would be really pretty. I wonder if they would like reflect the camera correctly though. I don't know. That's a good question for her dance teachers. But super cute. And again, this is around the $14 mark. If you're looking for something pretty universal, you could check this one out as well. And yeah, that's a pretty good price point on those for sure. All right, guys, that is going to do it on my live stream. I want to thank everybody for coming in today. Hopefully I am going to see you guys on another daily spotlights here this week. So I will see you guys then. If you want to hit that follow button, actually hit that follow button. I don't want to, if you want to hit the follow button, help me reach 2,500 of you guys. I'm going to be doing a huge, massive giveaway once I hit 2,500 of you. And yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of music, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.